Escúcheme, cuídate, listos, vámonos.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Jin. I'm a boxing fan and an amateur boxer, and I want to share my talk and want to analyze boxing with you guys. Studying boxing with analyzing championship fights sometimes helped me to improve boxing skills by learning more skills which can't be taught by one trainer. So I think analyzing is the progress of learning which can absorb the champion's experience and hidden skills. So I will analyze the boxing fights, especially Danny Garcia's fights, because Danny is my favorite fighter and I think he's one of the great counterpuncher, and I want to analyze the counterpuncher and movement of his. So this is the reason I'm making this video. If there is a chance, I hope we can analyze the GGG's movements and share with you guys. So there was the introduction, and let's start this clip. Okay, here we
Tonight's
go.
event is being broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network. We welcome in the nearly 1 million men and women of the U.S. Army.
This clip is the analyze the first round of the fight of Danny Garcia and Lucas Matisse. There is 5 engagements.
Up for grabs, 25-year-old champion
You can see
Danny
both fighters does walking step like a duck. I will talk about walking step later and tell you why Danny is using walking step while Khan don't use it. It's not about only the energy saved, there is more. Okay, let's move on. First 30 seconds is just moving, touching with jabs, tasting, and in this progress, they are finding their own range.
Matisse's attention early by landing a power shot.
You know, we see Danny Garcia has had a leaky defense at times, but he was a very good amateur. And to be a very good amateur, you got to have some boxing skills. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes back to some of the skills that made him that.
Okay, this part. Matisse throws straight right hand to the body. And Danny blocks it with his left elbow, moving it slightly to the middle. And this is how to block the straight right hand to the body. Okay, let's move on.
The top amateurs in the U.S. He's going to need him tonight with a puncher like Matisse in front of him.
We mentioned Garcia's amateur credentials. Matisse started boxing at 11. He also had a lengthy amateur career going 72-8-2. So they both fundamentally sound.
Okay, let's see this. It's double jab, one for the face and one for the body. I'll call it face body jab. This is how it works. First jab to the head will block the view of the opponent Matisse, and second jab to the body will give Danny a point or give Matisse damage. Face body jab is one of the Danny's favorite jab, and he uses really often.
We'll have to see how this one plays. 72-8-2. So they both fundamentally sound.
Face body jab.
We'll have to see how this one plays out. 45 seconds.
Okay, this is the first engagement.
72-8-2. So they both fundamentally sound. We'll have to see how this one plays out.
Here it comes.
40.
Okay, Matisse steps in, and Danny tries to parry the probable jab of Lucas. And Danny, surprised and carelessly, tries to counter with his left hook to the probable succession of Matisse's right hand. Matisse knew the Danny's purpose and throws his left hook to the body while ducking Danny's left hook. You can see it. Lucas finishes the engagement with right hand kidney shot succession to his left hook.
5 seconds.
And it's natural to throw the right hook following his left hook.
Gone in 72-8-2. So they both fundamentally sound. We'll have to see how this one plays out.
Okay, Danny was surprised and carelessly tries to counter with left hook.
40.
Left hook. And Matisse knew the damage to propose and throw the left hook to the body.
5 seconds.
And kidney
Gone
shot.
in the opening round, and Matisse
First engages.
hitting Garcia in the back.
Danny Garcia unloading with the left hook. That's his big power punch, and Matisse making him miss. Garcia said he wants to go to the body early against this big punchery. He thinks that, you know, Matisse's supposed to have a granite chin, and we've never seen him be hurt, but maybe the body would be a good target for Garcia.
Like Garcia's.
Here comes the second engagement, and it's my favorite part. Isn't it beautiful? Let's see it again.
A granite chin, and we've never
You can see commentator Paulie also surprised and says, "Oh,
seen him be hurt, but maybe the body would be a good target for Garcia.
Like Garcia's. Oh.
okay, it was fast, but let's analyze it. It was Dennis' right catch, left hook counter, and followed by his right catch, right hand counter. And we talk about Lucas. He's throwing hook 1-2 twice. We can say 1-2, 1-2. And you can also see Danny was moving to his right just before the crash, and the first left hook of the Lucas was there to stop Danny.
A granite chin, and
Danny was moving right
we've never
with the rope in his back at his back.
seen him be hurt, but maybe the body would be a good
He was
target for
moving.
Garcia.
Lucas stops with the left hook
Like
and 2. And Lucas threw 1-2 again.
A granite chin, and we've never seen him be hurt,
Danny.
but maybe the body would be a good target for Garcia.
Like
Catch left hook,
Garcia's. Oh.
catch right hook.
Couple of training shots there.
Matisse landed a couple thunderous right hands. Danny Garcia took it well.
Against Zab Judah, Matisse ate a lethal right uppercut
Jabbing.
that would have
This time Danny is just jabbing.
knocked out
And Lucas steps in, then tries to stop him with jabs.
almost anyone else on the planet Earth, and he just smiled at him. So very rock solid chin.
One thing.
Against Zab Judah, Matisse ate a
Steps in.
lethal right uppercut that would have knocked
Steps in, then he jabs and make him not to come in.
out almost anyone else on the planet Earth, and he just smiled at him.
Using walking step, Dan leans slightly forward and using it as a feinting.
A very rock solid chin.
One thing you got to keep in mind about both these guys, they both got great poker faces. They both will not show emotion. And one thing I've noticed about them both in each of their past fights, so they might feel each other's power, they might not, but you will not see their facial expression change either way. Matisse.
There is third crash. Danny misses his jab.
Fight, so they might feel each other's power, they might not, but you will not see.
Danny misses his jab. Lucas slips inside and crouches and throw the left hook with getting up. Danny knew it was coming and he rolls one more time to the probable right hand.
Expression change either way. Matisse partially
That's the
the
body.
took there.
Neither
Garcia
has
staying
been-
with the game plan, sticking behind the jab.
Neither has been
Yeah.
knocked down as a pro.
Okay, Lucas crouches left with walking step, stepping into his left front, and it's a threat to Danny. And Danny raises his right hand high to block the uppercut, and he counters with the left hand with no hesitancy and move away. So it can't be caught by a counter.
Neither has
Lucas.
been knocked
Let's see
down
it again.
as a pro.
Okay, here it comes. Lucas crouches left with walking step, stepping in to his left front, and it's a threat to Danny. Then he raises his right hand high to block the uppercut, and he counters with left hand with no hesitancy and move away. So it can't be caught by a counter of Lucas. Oh, yeah, fourth crash. Danny.
Neither has been knocked down as a pro.
Okay. Fourth crash. Danny doubles jab, and Lucas flips it outside and crouches. As you can see, this situation is very good for Lucas to throw the right hand to the body and come up with the left hook. And he does that. And I guarantee Danny knew that this situation was against him, and he clenches.
Matisse goes to the body with the right hand and then clinches.
When Lucas Matisse is in the ring, you almost hold your breath every time he throws a big punch.
Check left hook.
Garcia with the left hand flashes the jab and backs away from trouble using his footwork.
Garcia's moving very well in this round. Just enough lateral movement to Matisse to throw his attack off a bit.
And Matisa's a bit more busy with the power shots, but it doesn't look like Garcia's in a rush right now. He's trying to set himself up and seeing what Matisse is bringing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a technical issue with the...
Okay, here comes the last crash at the end of the round.
Unfortunately,
it was Dennis' one block hook combination, similar to basic 1-2 hook combination. You can see it as a jab, or you can see it as a jab plus right block left hook counter. Okay, Danny jabbed and right block and left hook counter. He turns his head together. You can see his turn is facing to the camera. He turns his face together to decrease the possible damage from the possible Lucas's right hand. And he punches outside, not inside. See it again.
unfortunately,
Jab, right and block, and he left hook counter. He punches outside, not inside. I'm not sure why he throws this counter punch like this, but I can assume that angle might that angle might land more than throwing inside, which can tangle with opponent's right hook. Okay. In the second collision, you can see it that angle. Okay, I'll find the second engagement. Here it comes.
A granite chin, and we've never seen him be hurt, but maybe the body would be a good target for Garcia.
Okay, it comes. The Dennis left hook comes from the outside. Counter left hook comes from the outside. With his face rotating, and he counters with his left hook, so that his left hook don't tangle with Lucas's right hand. But Danny Garcia tried to protect his chin more. He wanted to protect his chin more. He must have throw his left hand inside, but he didn't. So okay, I share my interpretation of the first round, and I hope you liked it. I'm not super expert, and I just like to study fights and interpret in my own way and apply to my fights. And I'll be glad if this video makes you know more about boxing. Thank you guys. Bless you. It was Jim.